All right, here we go. This is the expert division. It is a race to 5 8-ball. Johnny Cisneros and Josh McCloskey. Should be a good one. At 8 p.m. we will have Corey Dole versus Rodney Morris in Saratoga. I'll see you.
Momentum on this side. Put them all nice.
This is Johnny Cisneros on this table, shooting right now. Hope your audio and video is coming in good. I have lots of live pool for you all this weekend. We have Rodney Morris and Corey Dole up next. Should be a really good match between those two players. those of you out there watching, please share that stream link. And also, ooh, not a good shot there from Johnny, and he's hooked himself. You know, share that stream link. Let everybody know that they can watch some live pool here at On the Rail TV. Hope your audio and video is coming in good. If you could let me know how it is, I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, Josh McCloskey gets the first game there. Oh, we're tied up now, 1 apiece. Looks like Josh is going to go up 2-1. There we go. Well, they miss from Josh, and Johnny Cisneros should clean these up and tie the match up 2-2. And so coming up after this match, we'll have Corey Dole and Rodney Morris. It will be a race to 6. In the Masters division, it will be Saratoga, the game that they're playing. It's essentially rotation 8-ball. And Josh with the miss there, and Johnny coming to the table with an opportunity to go up 3-2 if he can get out, but this table's a bit of a mess. Almost scratched there, but pretty good little shot. Used every bit of the pocket, but he made the ball and has an opportunity here. Balls are open besides the 8-ball, which is tied up.
Casey, Charlie Lim, table 14. Brian Casey, Charlie Lim, table 14.
Johnny Cisneros going up 3 games to 2. I hope your audio and video is coming in good out there. You're watching the 2018 High Desert Shootout. We're live from the Jeffrey Memorial Center in Rawlins, Wyoming. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Town Tips, Andy Billiard Cloth, for all their support, and of course, QB Custom Cues. They've been supporting On the Rail TV for a long time. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got over 700 poll videos on there. Like, share, and enjoy the stream on Facebook. Check out our Vimeo channel. It's vimeo.com/ontherailtv. Yeah, lots of on-demand content there and plenty of free content too, so. Scores now 4 games to 2.
Done here.
Score is 4 to 2.
4-2.
Yep. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, we got a good little match here.
Yeah. So it's 4-2. Johnny.
Cisneros over Josh McCloskey.
Let's see. It's a good match.
Yeah, we got Corey Dole and Rodney Morris up next.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I play at 8 o'clock too.
Who did you draw?
I play a guy's Tom, what's his last? I can't think his last name. He's from the area. I think he used to, or he might be from. I don't know what area. Oh, he's straight away. See down there with the glasses on.
Yes, I do.
That just stood up down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty decent player, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He can play. He plays.
So you just won an event recently, didn't you?
Yeah, it felt good too. Over in Gillette, I won a 10-ball tournament over there.
Very good.
I beat Tanner, a good player, double dipped him, 7-3, 7-3, I think it was. I like his game. He plays really simple. You know him?
I've heard his name.
Yeah, he won the VNEA National Championships this year.
Nice.
But that's the best I've played in a tournament for the whole tournament, you know, I mean, a long time.
Sure.
It was handicapped. We had to give up, 5 of us were quadruple A's, so we had to, you know, give up weight and stuff. Him and I played even in the finals. But I couldn't believe a couple of guys I had to give weight to. But,
So where's your next stop after this, Mike?
well, I'm going over to Park City for a few days, over about a week. Then I'm going down to St. George to record a couple of songs.
Oh, very cool.
The Baron and the Kid, the one I did the movie with Johnny Cash on that song. I'm going to do a remake of that song. And I've got 16 songs on my website now that people can download. There's traditional country and gospel, country gospel, you know.
And what's your website link?
MikeMasseyArtist.com.
Nice.
And I got my 50-shot video on there. 50 shots every serious player needs to know. But something I'm excited about is Zen. It's pain relief, you know, it's 14, it's all natural oils, you know. And it's, there's a football player, I guess I can't think, he was a comeback player of the year a couple of years ago because he got injured the year before.
Yeah.
And he says 30% of the reason was this Zen pain relief, you know. And he actually invested $1 million in the company.
Wow.
And it's sold at Rite Aid stores, 800 military bases carrying it. Hope to get it in Walgreens, you know.
Very cool.
And also, the good thing was the main owner, one of them he loves pool. And he plays pool and planning on maybe sponsoring some big tournaments, you know, like 50,000 athletes
cool.
or so, you know, something, there's the plans, you know. It's not definitely, you know, Wes, you know, he's using me and Corey and different to reach the pool players, you know, because a lot of pool players go through a lot of pain, back pains, wrist pains, stress, you know, and everything, headaches. And I got a few testimonies here, a few people here that used it and they couldn't believe it. They said it's amazing, you know.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try. I mean, I sometimes get a little bit of pain in my legs. And
yeah. And if you get any kind of headaches, you know, just put it on your temple. But they just play in a race to 5?
Yep.
Now, what is this? This Expert or something?
Yeah, Expert Division 8 ball.
Oh, okay. So you can put it on your temples. You got a headache or the back of your neck, you know. And but some athletes, they'll put it on their whole body because it makes you feel awake and go out and perform.
Wow.
There's 14 essential oils. And hey, Rodney, what y'all play at 8?
Yeah, Corey and I play 8. You know what table?
Yeah, you're going to be playing right here.
Oh, it's a big match?
Yeah.
John told me to ask you
Make sure
how
to
about
share
the
it.
bags. Ask you about bags.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting, Mike.
Yeah, it's good.
Very
It's good to see people, you know, get help from pains and stuff, you know, and it's all natural. There's no chemicals at all, you know.
Knockoff bags.
Yeah,
But
We go.
he showed me some pictures.
yeah, it felt good to win that
Like,
tournament.
what
It
are
was
you
pretty
really
strong
doing?
field. You know, it wasn't like this one here. It'd be nice to win this time. Come in second and third in it.
Yeah, right? You're just getting teased, right?
You know, against a strong player, of course. Shane I tell you, Shane's going to go down as one of the greatest players in the history of the game. He's already, and he's.
Yeah, shoo-in for the Hall of Fame already.
Oh, of course. He's only 30. He's got 5 more years of it.
Sure.
35. He might go down and win at the rate he's going, the terms he's winning. I mean, no telling how many he's going to win.
Absolutely.
And I think you can play your best pool. I think in late 30s, early 40s. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the world. But I believe if you're healthy and everything stuff, you can play in your 70s,
Sure.
Like I'm 71, and if I'm playing 8-ball or a game on a bar table, I play as good as I ever played in my life. But it's hard to have that incentive to play every. I might get up there and play one match and beat anybody, but then to keep that drive going, you got to want to win. You got to have a reason to want to win and play good, And I love the game, The game's been good for me, good to me. 58 years of playing. But Shane, I mean, he does everything good. He just the whole game, and he's so disciplined. You watch his stroke, you can tell he's worked on his game, his craft.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. It's a lot of time, and
Yeah. He's been playing since he's 2 years old,
And really, the break is the most important shot of the game.
With the pros,
Yes.
yeah.
Separates everybody.
Yeah, and he hits their break. But with the pros, I did a lot of teaching and stuff, and a lot of amateurs want to know about the break and stuff and everything. And really, the break, I mean, if you're not a run-out player, the break is not that important,
Yeah, it's not as important.
If you're a run-out player, it's important. But if you're not a run-out player, it's not really that important, When you're playing, you take your APA 3, 4s, and 5s and stuff. The break, the 5s will run out every once in a while, and 4 very seldom, and sometimes they put too much emphasis on the break. But the pros, though, it's, the big breakers always done well. If you look back years ago, some of them had good, like Wade Crane had a really good break when he was playing good. And Earl and Johnny Archer, of course, and David Howard. He used to break the ball on the pro. He broke it harder than anybody when he was playing on tour. And of course, Bustamante, he hit something like 30-something mile an hour. They clocked him 33 mile an hour 15 years ago. Stuff. And he was.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't try to break full speed. I try to break with control, but I can't. I only break maybe around 22, 23 miles, even on a big table, maybe 23, 24 mile an hour,
But you're hitting them square, right?
Yeah, square.
So that's the key, is hitting the ball
Well,
square.
the key is hitting square, and the key is hitting. A lot of people realize the center of that cue ball. Anything off center, you're going to lose energy,
Sure.
And you don't have to really hit it as hard if you focus on hitting the center of the cue ball.
Yes.
You don't have to put your body and all that stuff into it.
Yeah, if you get that timing down, you can get it. Now,
ATM, he asked me about the break and what he's been done, and it's called lack of knowledge. He's been breaking, and he's been having his cue go through, then the body come through.
Okay, so it's all got to go together.
Yeah, it's got to go. It's like a golf swing. It all got to come together. So he was swinging, and then his body would come through afterwards. And it's like I told him to pivot. You go back a little bit, have your weight go from your left foot to your right a little bit back, and then just shift that weight, but it's all together at one time.
Nice.
And he's breaking a lot better. Yeah. He lost a good match earlier. So,
Yeah, it was close. It was Hill.
Hill.
Yeah. It was a good match.
I had to play both of them at the tournament. I had to give one of them a game. The one that won, I had to give him a game. Plays good. Plays smart game.
Now, you're talking about older players in the game. I mean, didn't Irving Crane win titles in his 60s and 70s?
65 years old, he won a 9-ball tournament.
Yeah.
I think when he was 65 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, so. And I mean, Johnny Ervolino, he ran in his 70s over 300 balls in straight pool.
That's what I heard at I think at the Q Club or something like that. Yeah.
Unbelievable player.
Well, I know when Jimmy Moore, 80 years old, he ran 100 balls.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Straight pool is a game. It's a big game of knowledge. If you play good straight pool and you really know the game, and if you're not bored with it, don't get bored, no reason you shouldn't be able to run hundreds when you get, I think I can still run hundreds. I've run 200 something a few times, and you gotta really like the game. A lot of people players in the past that didn't play good straight, they didn't like the game. They thought it was too boring. Eddie Taylor, I heard he wasn't crazy about the game, but he still run hundreds.
Yeah.
But the the New Yorkers, all those guys that play straight pool, that play all the time, they run every day. They run 100.
Yeah. It's not like nothing to it, right?
Well, I was in Sweden teaching the training camp with Jürgen Sandman there, and every day I went in, I was running. Just one day I got up and I said, I'm gonna run 200 balls. Now listen, I called the ball and break, banked the ball in the corner break, ran 183.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I ran 217 against Gerda Hofstetter. That was the first time I ran 200, and she had her high run on me was 57 but she was only at 17.
Sure, but still, I mean.
But you gotta like the game because and I'll tell you what too, if you play the game a lot, it actually helps your 9-ball game because you start playing more simple position. You start
your
playing
cue ball control.
Yeah. Earl, Earl, look at Earl. He came in second. He was always known as a 9-ball player, 10-ball player, but a great player. I don't care what the game is. If they start playing the game, they can play anything.
Sure.
They just know to look at Efren. Efren, after he's over 6 months, was probably the best one-pocket player. If you got the talent and you know how to play, you like the game.
Oh yeah, Earl made it to the finals of the
Came in
Derby
second?
City one pocket. Yeah.
Oh well, he did.
Yeah, he made it to the finals and he lost to Shane.
Playing what?
One pocket.
Oh, really?
Finals Derby City one pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he can play.
He had a chance to win it.
Yeah, he played. Earl can play anything. He's got so much talent and understands the shots. And him and Shane's getting ready to play some kind of a challenge match. I heard. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I think it's next weekend.
In Cheyenne or something?
Yeah, next weekend in Cheyenne. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Well, they're going to play a little bit of everything, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're playing an all-around kind of. Maybe it's 3 disciplines. So it might be straight pool and.
Yeah, well, Earl can still play. He's 57. You know.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Earl's going to be in Cheyenne next weekend.
Next weekend, him and Shane's playing a challenge match thing. Is it Cheyenne?
Yeah, I don't know where in Cheyenne, but they're playing there.
What is this here? This gum?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
I'll take one too.
Yeah, he's. Who's streaming that? Do you know?
Joshua Ramey over here. Yep, he'll be doing it.
Yeah, he's
So
streaming
I'll watch
one
it from home.
in Gillette.
Yeah.
He got a lot of hits on that. He puts the whole everything up there. Do you do that too on your?
Oh yeah,
play?
it's all over online. Yeah.
I mean, what's the most hits you ever really over a period of time?
Probably was when Scott played Dennis for that $200,000 match.
Yeah.
That one pocket. Yeah. We had at the same time, at once we had about nearly 5,000 viewers watching at the same time. Yeah. At the same time, but over the course of all those days, I mean, it was tens of thousands of people who tuned in.
Did you keep it on? Did you put it on later where they could go and watch it?
Oh yeah.
Don't tell them how many over a period.
Oh yeah, but we shared the flyer for that match. The flyer views had 250,000 views on the flyer on Facebook, and it was shared over 2,000 times. Just a flyer. Yeah. They shared it over 2,000 times. I couldn't believe it. Unreal.
What is it? Oh. Oh, the magnet's in your pocket? Oh.
Put it in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the-
here it is. It had reached 221,955 people. I had 1,500 shares.
What's that?
I had 1,500 shares, and over 4,000 people liked just the poster.
Oh, just the poster?
This was before the this was when Scott played Dennis. So I was showing him. I said it had reached 221,000 people saw this poster, and they shared it over 1,500 times. Yeah, it's crazy numbers. Yeah.
Some of the same pool player people.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis played
Well,
awful good, didn't he?
I targeted. I advertised it all over in Europe and all over Asia. So then they were sharing it. Yeah, you know, outside of the normal crowd. When we did that, it was pretty cool. So you guys are going to be playing here shortly, huh?
So she probably hit a ball.
Yeah, one or two.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
One ball, two balls, maybe.
What's your favorite game to play, Mike?
I think 8-ball on the bar table.
8-ball on the bar table.
I believe that's
Yeah.
my favorite game.
Yeah, one pocket's my favorite game,
I
followed
like
by
one
8-ball.
pocket. Yeah, I like
8-ball
one
on the bar
pocket.
table.
I don't play a whole lot on the big tables,
Yeah.
you know. I think one pocket's a great game. I don't play like Scott and those guys and stuff, you know. And I never did play a whole lot of it, you know. I came in second in a major one pocket tournament. You know.
Nice, nice.
But I like the Saratoga.
Yeah, Saratoga's
It's a really
an
good
awesome
game.
game.
Yeah.
It really is cool.
I tell you, I might like it better than 8-ball, really, for the higher skill level players.
Oh, sure.
A lot of strategy, you know, you go to the table, usually the first thing you're looking for is a safety.
Yeah. And I think eventually this game will really catch fire. You know, it will get out there to the masses, and people will realize, you know, because I mean, we all played all the games.
Yeah.
But it's nice to get a new game and something a little challenging, something a little different. But it's not difficult to understand. It's very easy to play. Very easy to understand.
I like the offensive game that they play. You know, when Rodney and I played that offensive game.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
What was it called?
Where you break and take cue ball in hand, and then you see how many points you can run.
Sure. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's all about you to have good. You know, yeah. But that's also a game that's better on a bar table than it is on a big table. I think might be a little too easy on a big table.
Yeah.
We don't have that, you know.
Yeah, I think you'd have to play it with a full ball set. You know, the extra 2 balls and
They
stuff.
could,
You know,
yeah.
then it would get a little more congestion.
Only problem is, only problem though, see, it's so easy to play a safety on because they only have one ball to try to kick and hit, you know.
Oh yeah.
Now, I like the rules. I'd like to see a 9-ball tournament or a 10-ball tournament played with Colorado Express.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Okay, you can shoot out every time you go to the table. You can shoot out.
Okay.
Okay, but when you shoot out, like say you and I are playing, and you shoot out, and I take the shot, I have to make the shot.
Okay.
If I give you the shot, you got to make the shot. Just think about all the good shot making. You roll it, the cut, the paints, and everything. But you can shoot out every time you go to the table. You know, even if you hook, you know, you now.
Now is it an option to give it back, or if you don't want to?
Oh
shoot
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So
If
it's
you
an
shoot
option.
out, I have an option. Yeah. But what I'm saying, if you shoot out and I take the shot, I've got to make the ball. I can't play a safety. There's no two-way shots.
Yeah.
There's no safety playing at all. You know. And just think about the shot making. It would speed it up and still be a fast game. You can't play regular shootout like we used to years ago for a tournament. You know, just to But this here, it would be you know, people's going to try to become better shot makers, but cutting balls in thin and banking balls. You know.
Yeah, that'd
You
be
see some
interesting.
great. Because now you watch two good players play, you very seldom see a really good shot.
That's true.
Unless somebody's hooked and kicks the ball in or jumps or something, you know. But it's usually once they get in line, they just run out, you know. You know, good players, once they get in line, they just run out. You know.
Now we see Rodney here. He's going to practice a little bit. I mean,
What's that?
really, it's important for him to get the breakdown on this table.
Yeah.
You know,
But Rodney plays this game really good. He's one of the inventors of it. You know. Him and the guys backed up to him.
Yeah,
EJ.
yeah.
EJ plays good.
Yeah.
Get ready to play again, Bobby?
Tomorrow.
Now you're just warming up now.
Couldn't finish.
Yeah. Put the one in front, 8 in the middle, and then on the back there, there's got to be a stripe and a solid, you know. That's what they told me. You know. In a good place? Well, not really. I can't think. I can't think. I mean, you could fix it on a wing ball and it might go, but that doesn't help unless you get shaped for a 10. You know. Yeah. I don't. You know what I do? I just put the one in front, 8 in the middle, and mix it up. I don't try to do anything as far as a racking. You know, try to pattern rack or anything. You know. I think also it'd be neat in playing these games like this and stuff that if you had some kind of a system where you can't pattern rack ever, you know, like the first time you put the one in front, you know, and it don't matter if you hit the head ball. Next time you can put the one in back. You know, you're breaking. You know what I'm saying? They have that one in different places and stuff and everything. And that's going to make it a little more skillful because if you pattern rack, you start breaking to get that break down, especially with a magic rack, you're going to have the same pattern, same patterns about every time. You know?
Yeah, the magic rack has really changed the game in certain ways.
I played in a tournament one time. All you had to do was break in. You'd have a 1-9 combination. If you broke around, wing ball goes in, the one stays there, and a 1-9 combination almost every shot.
Wow.
Only thing it gives you an honest rack, you know, they can't put a rack on you. They need to come up with a magic rack. Every ball's an 1/8 of the inch apart. You think it wouldn't change the break?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty difficult then, huh?
The only thing then, that the guys that really have the powerful breaks, it would benefit them, you know.
Yeah, Valley Dynamo brought in all these tables. They're brand new.
Oh, I know it.
Nice tables.
Yep. So EJ bought all these from him, I guess. You know. I guess they got. Well, they do quite a few events up in here in Wyoming and stuff, you know. Too.
Yeah, it's great.
Good business to be in. That Gary, well, he's been doing it for years. You know, like the APA and some of those tournaments. He takes in 3 or 4. I bet he's got 1,000 tables. You know,
Wow.
Gary Benson. He's been doing it for years. APA, I think it's close to 400 tables every year they take in.
Wow.
You know, the national.
Yeah, that's insane. When are you going to be getting over at Phoenix again?
You know, I don't know. I like it over there. I've always done pretty good over there.
Yeah, we got a good pool community in Phoenix. I mean,
What's that?
we got a pretty good pool community there, you know?
Phoenix is one of the
It's one of
biggest
the
pool
best.
states there is.
Oh, yeah.
And Florida, too, because it's, you know, the hot weather. You
Sure.
know. People want to be inside instead of, you know, up in North in the hot weather, they want to be out playing golf.
Yeah.
You know.
And we got that, you know, a lot of retirees in both places.
Oh, yeah.
Florida and Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And they got a lot of those.
Snowbirds.
The thing about it, they got these resorts that have 20, 15, 20 tables in them.
sure.
So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the communities got
And that
pool rooms.
yeah.
Yeah, Sun City, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got a
lot
big
of-
one there.
Rodney's such a natural player, you know.
Yeah.
He's old school. He spins that ball and he just plays. I was at when he first came to America, Jimmy Hodges tournament. He was like 17, and he was with Hawaii Bryant. Brought him in, you know. And man, he used to play. He just walked around really fast, really loose, just fast pocket ball. Just looked like he wasn't even watching where the cue ball was going. Kind of like Luke Sables. You ever watch Luke Sables play?
Yep. Very fast.
Luke looks. He almost hits the cue ball before it stops. That's the reason he won that speed pool every time he played in it. You know.
Yeah.
And Lou Batura, he was really fast. And his son plays good rhythm game too, you know, South. Moscone, he played at a good pace, you know.
Yeah, when you get going, huh?
What's that?
When you'd get going, he'd play pretty.
Yeah, and that Irving Crane, that year he ran the 150 and out, you know, it's CBS TV or something. Did you ever see that video too?
Yeah, he was playing Joe Balsis, right?
Yeah, 150 out. And I think he said afterwards, they said something to him, and he played great. And he said, well, really, I didn't. I played a little too fast or something, you know. So he was just, you know, had to play a real good rhythm, you know.
Yeah.
The commentator was great on that. He's a baseball commentator, you know.
I mean, you know, he probably went unconscious, Irving Crane, there, you know, because he just got in the zone and just.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably
That's
seemed
the way
like
it is when you get,
seemed like it happened quickly, I'm sure, when it was all said and done.
But those players, I mean, look at Moscone. I mean, that used to do the exhibition, it'd like run 150 and out us all the time, you know, just. And then, you know, straight poo was the game back then, you know. If straight poo was the game now, there'd be a lot more 100-ball runs and stuff because it's so much easier on the Simona's clock. See the balls when you hit them, they break out. Used to, they'd only break out a few balls, and then they'd go into it and break it out again, you know.
Yeah. Do you think somebody would, I mean, if they were playing straight pool in tournaments, do you think they'd actually break Moscone's record?
Well, that wasn't in a tournament.
Yeah, I know it was an exhibition, 4x8 table.
4x8
right?
table, yeah. I think a player could beat it, especially if it's the same type of equipment. You know, 4x8. A lot of people think, well, 4x8 is hard, but not. You know, you get on easy 4x8. It's easier to run the balls. You know, you got to be more careful about scratching on the break shot because you know.
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll put it in my case.
But you know, the only thing. Now here's something too. Luther Lassiter. One time they asked him, he said the game was easier back then than it is now because of the balls. The clay balls didn't skid.
Yeah.
Now you might be playing and hit a ball almost perfect and the ball might skid on you. You might be on a good run. I've seen it happen. Danny Delberto one time was playing. He was on a 90-something ball run, and you just know he's going to run out the whole 150. I mean, you can tell when, right? And he cuts a really easy thin cut down there. I mean, not thin cut, really easy shot, and it skidded on it. You know, I mean, big time, went straight into the rail. You know, and then Nick Varney ends up beating him on that. But it looked like he was running it, but the ball, you know, skidded. And I've had that to happen. Everybody's had it to happen. Every good player, you know.
Sure.
And it's these type balls do that more. You know.
Well, one thing I can tell you is pool tables haven't changed all that much.
No.
I mean, the cloth has changed, but you know what would really help? I mean, Earl talks about the tables being heated, and I think that, you know, to give a consistent playing surface, you know,
yeah,
humidity
maybe.
and stuff like that.
I don't know about pool as much. Billiards,
of course, yes.
Yeah. Pool, if it's heated. You know, because it's the rails that we have problems when the humidity gets out. They start boinging and stuff. It's not the bed.
Yes.
You know, so So the heat, I don't know if it even affects the rails that
Yeah.
much, You know, so the rails is what, you ever played when all of a sudden the ball just starts boing, boing,
Oh, yeah.
when it's raining or something, or somebody opens the door or something,
Oh yeah, for sure. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
How are you?
Good. Awesome.
So,
Just trying to battle nerves.
yeah. So I don't know. It's I played with the old clay balls when I was growing up. That's what we played with.
Yeah,
They were heavier, and but they didn't skid.
Nice. Well, one thing I thought would be pretty cool is when the pool balls go into the table, imagine if they fell into a ball cleaner of some sort.
What's that now?
Fell into a ball cleaner.
Oh,
And now
yeah.
it cycled through. Like even if you had electrostatically charged cloths in the gullies, in the tracks, so when the ball rolled over it grips the chalk, pulls the chalk, so then when it comes down here, it's clean. It would help keep them cleaner
Ball keep
longer,
clean all the
get the
time.
chalk. Yeah,
That's something
that would
that's
help.
something that'd be neat. A cleaner inside the table.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
That'd be different.
Yeah. Now you're talking about evolving the pool table, making it more modern, doing more things. I mean, I was
something I came up. Something I tried to get a company. I used to endorse a pool table company called Oleo, out of Taiwan, and I tried to get them to make a table. You ever notice when people start playing when they're young, like keeper critics, side stroke, they can't reach. They got to do a side stroke, right?
Sure.
So what they need is a table that would you push a button and hydraulics or something where it goes down to their level.
Sure.
Now they can learn with a regular stroke as they grow up.
Yeah. That would be pretty good too. I mean, it's another thing I thought about for amateur pool. Like when these are in bars and different things, to make it more fun is making the table more interactive. Maybe the diamonds light up, on the table, or it, makes all types of different noises just so that these amateur players, it's kind of more enjoyable. Pool, like a dartboard. When you initially had a dartboard, now you have electronic dartboard. They do all types of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could play somebody over
Well,
across
I think
seas playing darts.
Didn't bonus ball do something a little bit, something like that, or something one time? Or I've seen where now you can't play with ultraviolet lights and stuff where you
Sure.
but
Yeah.
that's no good. Lighting is so important. But I've played places where horrible lighting, and stuff, and it's really hard to play. If the ball's up against the rail and you got a shadow, you
At our
can't-
place, the lighting is great. We got the LED lights over them, the flat panel LED lights.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bright. You can.
I played in a tournament in
great
Japan one time. The lighting was horrible. It cost me the match because the ball, it was an 8-ball or something, it was up against the rail, and it was like just a blank blob. You couldn't even see where you couldn't see. It looked like a 4-inch ball or something.
So we got a question in the chat from James Brinson. He said he wanted to ask you how you got into trick shots.
Well, the way I got into trick shots was I used to be a hardcore hustler. I was like the movie The Hustler and Color Money and all these. That was my lifestyle when I was young. And I had a very strong spiritual experience when I was on the road hustling. Actually, I had a very strong spiritual experience, and which led me into the Bible. Eventually, and I became a Christian and accepted Jesus as my Savior. Then I quit playing competition altogether. I became a firefighter, a brick mason, and I started doing I would go to prisons, detention homes, and places to do exhibition trick shots to give my testimony.
Okay.
And we actually have a ministry now. It's called Gospel Trick Shot Ministries. Okay. And we go all over the world. You can look it up, gospeltrickshot.org. And we go all over the world. Tom Rossman Steve Littles, who's an ordained minister.
Yeah, I know Steve.
Yeah, Steve, and preaching the gospel using a pool table. You know, and like I was in Egypt in 2011. We went to Philippines, which is pool's the number 2 sport over there. You know.
Yeah.
Tom went to Honduras, Iraq, Kuwait. We go everywhere. You know, and what we do, we set up shots and stuff, and to tell stories and stuff about the Bible. You know, or messages and stuff with them. And that's how I got into the trick shots. You know, and. So I did that for a while as a firefighter, and then I, when I had that spiritual experience, I was 4 packs of cigarettes a day, and alcoholic, drugs, jail 6 times. I mean, I was a very, very rough life, you know, lived, and then I had that experience, and which guided me to the Bible. And but I got even away from the Bible and didn't get the full truth. Accepted Jesus, but I didn't get grounded. And I backslid, lost my family, lost my kids, everything stuff as far as divorce and everything, my fault. And but God's love was with open arms. I went through a lot of suffering and stuff. Got back into the Word, and I believe my name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Because of what Jesus did, nothing else, you know. And the Bible is very, very simple. We were born sinners, we didn't choose, but we can be born again because of what Jesus Christ did on the cross. And the message is so simple, it's hard for people sometimes to accept, you know. The worst human being on the face of earth, I'm talking about the worst human being on the face of earth, has a chance for salvation, you know. And because you don't know what that worst human being is, what happened to him as a little baby and child, what the ghetto, the things people are born through. You know, some people are born under tremendous generation curses. I was, you know, and I had tremendous curses on my life, but they were all broken at the cross. I have joy sometimes. I've had joy to try to overtake me just believing that my name's written in the Lamb's Book of Life, just by belief, faith. You know.
Sure, sounds good to me. You guys got your score sheet?
So anyway, that's how I got into doing trick shots and going to detention home, to prison, and we still do it, you know.